Hey guys, Barcode Pairs coming at you again with another deck profile. This is a deck profile on constellas. I know I did a deck profile on these guys a while ago and I didn't really have much confidence in them, but then I started to look into other things. Back then I didn't really know much about the Fire Fists. Like, they hadn't been released, I hadn't properly done research on them, anything like that. But then I looked back at this deck because I went to a local tournament not so long ago, and someone there was talking about this deck and saying how good it's going to be. And I kind of questioned him on that. I said, so what's going to be so good about this deck? And there was a lot I didn't realize about this deck. Obviously, I know these guys had pretty much their own wind-up factory. They've got Pollux, which is really good, the same as Cause. And they've got this, they have a really consistent search engine. But then he started talking about the extra deck, and the extra deck is actually amazing. I'm not running Constella Messiah 7. I don't really have much need to. I see it not exactly dead, but I would prefer to get piercing damage instead of Messiah 7 at sometimes. Plus, Messiah 7 seems to me that it would probably be best off in a Hieratic deck, because you can just spam them out and cause an OTK. But anyway, without further ado, I will get on with the deck profile. So obviously, as you can see by a lot of it, it seems a bit of control, but obviously we have the main card here, and I do say this is the main card because of its effect. Free Constella Cause, or at least I think that's how you pronounce it, or Chaos. It's Chaos or Cause. This guy, pretty much twice per turn, you can increase a Constella card's level by 1 or decrease it. So it's really stupid. You can pretty much make Constella monsters to 6 or whatever, or you can decrease them to 3, but most of the time you're just gonna put it up to 5, because this deck can spam rank 5s very consistently. Then we have the nice little Constella Pollux, 3 of these. It's pretty much Castor, but Evils from Castor was depicted from this, but pretty much it has the same effect. During the turn this card was normal summon, you can normal summon 1 Constella monster in addition to your normal summon or set. Now, a lot of people think that when they bottomless this, you don't get the normal summon. Yes, you do. I'm not sure on the rulings of Veiloring it. I'm not sure if it dodges Veiler, but I know it has the whole same thing of Castor, of if you summon Castor and your opponent chains Skill Drain, you still get the effect off because the normal summon happened before Skill Drain was activated. So yeah, this is obviously simple of what you do. You summon Pollux and then you go for Cause or Chaos. Now we're going into another one. This is the Spellcaster, Constella Algida. Sorry if I cannot pronounce it. But yeah, pretty much when it's normal summoned, you can special summon one from your hand. So it's like Marauding Captain, but obviously a level 4. So it's all leading down to the Chaos or Cause play. And then we got our consistent search engine, the free Sheraton. A lot of people don't like using this only because it's only got 700 attack, but the thing is you can just run like Threatening Roars and you're sorted with that. Then we got the Constella Sate, or Sayat, or Sayat, or whatever. This guy's actually really cool. I'm only running him at 1 though, because I seem to draw him when I need him at 1, and there's not much point drawing this guy early game because obviously you're not going to have Constella monsters in your grave. But this guy is like a Cyber Dragon, and he takes one of the Constella's levels. So obviously you're going to go for 4. So you can pretty much just special summon him, go for Pollux's level, which is 4, then you normal summon Cause, then you go to level 5s, and then you overlay. So it's quite good. Now we got 2 Tour Guide. A lot of people said to me you really don't need to run Tour Guide in this deck. I just have it here just for those situations where you actually might need it. Like, you don't necessarily need Leviair, but you will probably need Temp Tempo and Giga Brilliant just to buff everything up. Zen mains I'm not too worried about because, you know, we have Pallades, things like that. We don't have to worry about our opponent's monsters. Then we got the One Honest. A lot of people have fallen into Honest because I don't know why. Not a lot of people really expect it in this deck, but the deck is pure light. And I was dueling a Dark Lord player not so like 2 hours ago, and he was like, "Oh my god, why are you running Honest in that deck?" It's like, it's pure light, you know? Why wouldn't I? But then we got some nice little techs in here. We got Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear. This is with the tanky plays. You can also search with tanky. You can also search with cores because it's a beast warrior. So yeah, that is very. It's got a very consistent search engine and things like that. Then we got Constellas Star Chart. This is pretty much a wind-up factory of the deck. I'm only running 2 though, and that is only because I feel that 2 is probably better than 3. Because there was one point in the duel when I did draw 2 of these at the same time, and I thought this isn't exactly that good because I can't exceed, so these 2 are dead in my hand right now. But then obviously when I did get an exceed going, I drew 2 cards. Drawing 3, yeah, that would be awesome, but I think 2 is good. 2 works for me, and it just adds a draw engine to the deck, and it's quite a consistent one. I mean, every turn you'll probably be drawing at least twice or once, so you know, it's quite cool. Then we got 2 Constellas Star Cradle. I've never really drawn into this because I tend to control my opponent a lot, but a lot of Constella players, from what I hear, they don't like to run this only because you cannot conduct the battle phase. It really doesn't matter. All you need to do is just go into Pallades and then just, you know, do other things. Or you can just go into Volcasaurus and go for game. I mean, I've done that many a time. The one time I actually did draw this, I did go into Volcasaurus, but I haven't been drawing it recently. And it's not that I've needed it, it's just that I've been winning the game so often that I don't even need it. But anyway, now we're going into the triple threat staple matchup, which is 1 Dark Hole, 1 Monster Reborn, and 1 Heavy Storm. Then we're running 2 MST. Yeah, I find it quite surprising that I'm actually running MST in a deck for once. I've actually taken my MSTs out quite recently, only because of the water matchup. You should never blind fire MST a water matchup. You should always wait, and when they get their Megalo, or at least that's what I do. You wait for their Megalo summon, and you know, they set their trap. Then obviously when they go for their end phase, you just chain MST onto it. They can't do anything. Then we got the 1 Mind Control. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this card, especially sometimes. A lot of the time when my opponents have been just able to stall out, my Pallades had pretty much nothing. So he set Spirit Reaper. I couldn't get over the Spirit Reaper because I couldn't exceed, so I just mind controlled it and swung for game. But then we got Reinforcements of the Army, search for our Pollux. It's one of the only search engines for the Pollux, but then again, if you need a Pollux, you can just summon a Shuritan. Then we got the free tanky. You need your cause or chaos as soon as you can get it, so free tanky works out. And plus, with tanky, you also get a bonus on Omega, so he's a 2/5 beater. Then we got Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warning. Yeah, I am running these guys. I know I said a lot about the trainable traps, but this is more control deck in my opinion. It's like Evil Swarms, it's very control orientated. But the thing is, in an Evil Swarm matchup with this deck will always win the Evil Swarms, I think, only because of the ability to be able to bounce back to the hand. Like, as soon as I'd realize my opponent is running Evil Swarms, I'd just go into Pallades and just wait it out, because they can't get past Pallades, because Ophion can't do anything against him. Anyway, then we've got 2 Compulsory. That just adds to the control as well, especially with, you know, Pallades. We've also got Zemeo, Tyrus, Adrius, and Volcasaurus. So it just adds to it. Then we got Free Threatening Roar. I prefer this over D-Prism. I think I've explained this plenty of times. This is so much better than D-Prism. Especially if you've got no field, just activate it, stuff like that. But we have got 1 destruction card, which is Mirror Force. I put Mirror Force in only because I may as well, because at the end of the day, I'd rather destroy their whole field than just banishing 1 card, and I feel that Mirror Force is a tiny bit stronger than D-Prism. Alright, now we're going into the extra deck. 2 Omega. I think 2 Omega is fine. I don't really exceed into Omega often, but when I do, it does actually, you know, make a difference. Then we got 3 Pallades. This is the staple one to have. It's like Evil Swarmothian. You have to have 3 of them. But you don't actually have to summon into them to make the deck work, oddly enough. The only times I've really summoned into these is when I've had Star Chart out. Other than that, I don't really go into these. Instead, I like to spam out like Adrius, Tyrus, Zenmeo. I don't really go into Crimson Armor Ninja much, but he's just there for that one situation. And plus, he looks like a badass. Look at that guy. He's awesome. He looks like a Gundam, just with hair. Then we have Volcasaurus. I got mine for the first time yesterday. It took me a while to get it. A lot of my friends, I think, pulled this in certain areas of the country and things like that. But I finally got one, and in this deck, it's gonna rock. Because just the Volcasaurus, then Gaia Dragon play is stupid. But yeah, we got 2 Gaia Dragon just for when all of our Exceeds have have wasted their materials, and we just want to get the bit of piercing or something like that. Then we have Giga Brilliant, Leviair, and Temtempo. Temtempo is more essential because there are some Exceeds that can give us trouble. I know that's pretty hard to believe because I've never really got into a problem with Zen mains. I've never really got into a problem with any other deck and all their Exceeds. But it's just there for that one situation, you know. He made like a Maystroke or something like that, and I can't beat over the Maystroke. But either way, we have Tyrus for Maystroke as well. It's just Temtempo just for the sake of Temtempo, really. But anyway, guys, that's the deck profile. I haven't really made a side deck yet. I'm still thinking about it. If anyone has any suggestions for a side deck, please leave a comment. I have got 2 D-Fishers there, though, because this deck can run D-Fisher pretty well. It's not running Rabbit or anything like that, because there's no real consistent way to run Rabbit. I mean, you can run Rabbit in all the other things. Like, you could probably run it with Alexandrite Dragon, but I think that would just slow the deck down. But anyway, guys, I'm barcode. I'm signing off now. I will be doing another video. I will be doing Dragoonities. I'm still thinking of a profile for them. Someone requested them. I'm still thinking of a profile. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoy this. Leave a comment, leave a sub, and leave a like. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.